I'm gonna chop it up. I will use a food processor, which you could do, but I think that might take the grain down a little too much. So I'm just gonna chop it. I'm just gonna chop it up. We're just gonna chop it up. Is that cool? Chop it up. Right. So that's what I'm gonna do first, because that's gonna take the longest.
Okay.
Yeah, it's gonna take a little bit. It's gonna take a little bit. Well, I mean, a little bit is a kind of a relative term. It's not gonna take that long for me. All right. So one thing that I did do for this, is make sure that I cool my salmon off really good. I cool my salmon off really good, so that it would, if I put it through the food processor, it would process a lot easier. And then if I try to slice it, which I'm about to do, and chop it up, it would chop a whole lot easier, right? So I'm just taking the skin off, not by the hand of my skin. Yes.
Okay.
Yeah. And there we go. And then there's the rest. This is for the cats.
Oh, okay.
This is for the cats, which they may never get. And then I'm just going to chop this into wee little bits. I actually want to switch to a different knife. I'm going to switch to...
Alright, so what type of knife do we use?
I'm going to switch to my Chinese knife.
Oh.
Oh.
What in the...
Yep,
Wow.
it's a Chinese cleaver. So, you know.
Okay. So, is there an alternative to that massive?
Yes, you can use the non-massive razor.
Let's get a people alternative.
But because of how I'm cutting the fish,
Okay.
I just want more surface area between me and it, right? And so this is made for cutting through meats and stuff like that.
Okay.
Blah 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 blah.
Okay.
What's going on, DJ Terry Hunter? Yeah, I bet y'all ain't got DJ Terry Hunter on y'all live feed. What's going on, Terry? Where you at? Come on through, fall through, homie, fall through. You know how to get here, right? And so what I'm going to do now?
Your mixes give me life, sir.
She said her mixes give you life. Your mixes give her life. Yeah, that's what we're going to do. So now I'm going to basically chop this up, chop this down, chop this up, chop it down. Right. Sounds like a slice. Till I get them into little pieces. I need to keep that from moving. So what I'm going to do is grab another little handy dandy little device to keep my cutting board from moving. And we go right there. A cutting board on top of a cutting board. This is giving somebody some really good vibes because they like to hear sounds. And now I'm going to go through and chop it up. That's another reason why I chose this knife. Oh, there we go. Oh, look at that. So what I'm making out of this is some salmon burgers. What's your question?
So is there a certain way you gotta hold the meat the first cut versus the second cut?
No, the first time you cut, I'm going to cut it really thin, right? You will just make sure that the knife don't slip.
Okay.
Because if I got my knee in it, never mind. Don't trip, don't slip. What's going on, Mr. Sauce? What's going on, Sauce Chef? So, Chef from Mocha Sausage is going to be joining us. Got the package, but I didn't get it in time. All right. There we go. Anybody on Facebook or the rest of them? Talk to who we got.
Showing love. Let's see.
There we go. So what I'm doing is by eyeball, making sure my pieces are as uniform as possible. And I think I'm about happy with that. So it kind of looks like ground meat. Yep. There we go.
It's real talent, bro.
I told you it wasn't going to take long. It's not going to take long, but that takes the longest. Right?
So for
So
the
then we're
rest of us with that other knife, we would do a little bit more.
You could also put it in the food processor and pulse it. I wouldn't put it in and let it go. I would just put it in and go pulse, and it would chop it. It would chop it like this, like this, like this. There you go. Kendra, hey Kendra.
Janny Polk is on.
Who's that?
Janny Polk.
Yeah, Jamie. Hey, what's going on, sis? Yeah. So I got my sis and my baby girl, Kendra, joining me all the way from Tally, as she calls it, otherwise known as Tallahassee. All right. And so to these, I'm gonna add some green onions, some scallions, and how many of us is it? 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 1, 2. Buckle my shoe. I'm gonna add some dill. What's the dill? Pickle. Everything kosher. I don't know.
Okay.
Oh, she said, hi, Dad. And it just gave me happy feelings. Yeah. All right. And we're going to get this chopped up. Oh, I got a wave officially. I officially got a wave. There we go. There's a wave and there's a wave. All right? Ride the wave. How we doing on my angles? We good? Everybody can see what I'm doing? Can y'all see these hands? Y'all see this knife work happening? What's on the menu? So I'm going to make some salmon burgers. I'm glad you asked. We're going to make some salmon burgers. We're going to make some avocado, some salmon avocado toast, which we're going to roast. Actually, I might just sear it. Yep. And then we're going to make some salmon pasta. Speaking of which, I need to get this water boiling. Get the water boiling, get the salt in the water. Put the needle on the record. I got a musical mind right about now, and it's going crazy. Anybody else online joining me? If you got questions, now's the time to ask them. Yes. So you said something about you have an issue with getting salmon right.
I do.
What's the issue? Cook it less. No, I'm just kidding.
Well, there's that season. I feel like I'm overdoing it.
You feel like you're overdoing your part? You feel like you're overplaying it?
A little bit.
It's all right.
Put me on blast. But
No. So, believe it or not, salmon can take quite a bit of seasoning.
Okay. And I guess I was thinking because it was a fish, it was a bit lighter.
Fish, which is my favorite dish.
Mm.
Come on. You know this.
What?
You know this. But without the money and still a wish. I don't like to dream about getting paid, so I've looked into my recipe book of the food that I've made. All right. Shout out to D. I'm going to be using some of your spice today. All right, just a little bit. A little bit goes a long way. All right. So we got that in there, and then we're going to go in with some dill. Chop the dill up. So what's going to happen is we're going to see this dill in 3 different applications, possibly. We shall see. And I'm trying to decide whether any mustard is going to go in. I don't think it is. All right. We got that in. Excellent. So now I'm going to go in with a little bit of sea salt. Let's have some fun, shall we?
Let's.
Salt. Yeah, we're going to go in with some sea salt. And I think I'm going to use some Hawaiian sea salt.
Okay. How's that different from?
It's just from Hawaii.
Okay.
So yeah. So it almost looks like a poke bowl.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, poke is not gonna work over here. He's actually gotta go, some stuff's gotta happen to it. Alright, so then we're gonna get it mixed up. And then we're gonna form some burgers, and I'm gonna let them sit down somewhere. Cool? Alright.
So is it gonna have like is the deal gonna make it kind of?
It's gonna give us a little bit of herb. It's gonna give us a little bit of herbaceousness.
Herbaceous.
A little bit of herbaceousness, but not too much. I feel like I'm gonna need some bay, some Old Bay. You must obey your thirst. Oh, a little bit of Old Bay and a little bit of cayenne, pepper.
Oh.
As a matter of fact, we're gonna go cayenne and
Spicy.
cayenne and black.
Mike is watching on YouTube.
Who that?
Mike.
Mike is in Mike Scott. As in M. Dot.
What's up?
All right, I gotta straighten this up. Something gotta get straightened. Which one is it? You?
Maybe. Let me see. There we go.
Something gotta get it together.
Yo, gotta get it together.
All right, get it together. Get it together. All right, there we go with that. And my other little pepper meal. Now, based on the fact of how my salmon is looking right now, I'm gonna need to add just a tad bit of a little bit of binder. Just a wee little bit of binder, because I want them to stay together. All right, I want them to stay together. I understand you're hungry. I understand. Me too.
Stay together. So let's no without the grits.
I know, right?
A grits free.
A grits-free stay together. Put a little bit of mayo in there. It's gonna help us bind it. It's gonna help us bind it together now. And there we go. All right, so now I can form my burgers. That's what I was listening for. To make it a little moist enough. Bada bing, bada boom.
Clang it. Clang.
And so it's important to let these rest so that they can come together. Right now. Over me. Doom, doom.
So they is in the
burgers. So I'm going to form them into these nice big patties.
oh, serious.
Form them into these nice big old patties. All right, okay.
What accent is it?
I'll tell you what it started off as.
Mixture
As a song about, it's a Most Def song. All right, okay. And then it morphed into like Australian / English. It morphed into that. So you didn't have to call me out. You just supposed to roll with it.
You're supposed to roll with it.
Roll with it. Yeah. Good night, mate. Yeah, there we go.
We going out light.
1, 2, 3. Yeah, so it's important to let these rest. Otherwise, when you try to burgerize them, just make that up. It's not a thing. It's not a thing at all.
Oh.
But when you try to cook them, they're gonna fall apart. We don't want that. I don't want that smoke.
That's why you gotta let them rest.
Yep.
Okay.
You sit right there, little son. Sit right there, son. Yeah. Okay. And that's gonna be a little test burger.
Test burger?
Test burger. Yes.
Taste tests?
Taste test burger.
I do those.
See, everybody does it.
Taste test. I do that with the biscuit.
With the who?
I do like a little biscuit to see how I like it. Like, I make the biscuits and then I do a little test biscuit.
Well, you making biscuits from scratch now, are you?
I'm making what I cook.
I
just haven't cooked for you.
I don't doubt that. I don't doubt that you
I
cook.
do.
I've cooked in her kitchen.
Yeah.
I cooked in her kitchen,
Yeah.
and the most famous thing that I made in your kitchen was Layla's cookies.
Okay. Yep.
Yep. I made.
They were pretty good.
Okay.
They were fabulous.
Okay. No cap.
Pretty fabulous.
I made Layla Hathaway some cookies out of her
Ooh,
kitchen,
nice.
Yeah.
That's what's up.
which she wasn't going to share, but she ended up sharing. All right, and so in they go.
When they go.
So,
In the
So how long
Can I
they-
get it fit?
How long they be in there?
I just need them to, I don't want to say congeal, but I need for them to sit tight. There we go. Don't let me forget it.
Hey.
Don't let me forget they're in there, because I will. That's the way my brain works.
Hey.
All right, on to our next episode. All right, so your next choice. Okay. So the next thing up is I gotta bring my salmon cutting board back because I'll be using it again. I know, thank you so very much. She cares.
Of course I can.
All right. Give me some more gloves on because I don't want my hands to smell suspect, aka fishy.
It's a kids friendly show.
I don't want them to smell suspect. So there we go. All right. And so once that water comes to a boil, we're going to put our pappardelle in and get it cooked. It's not going to take long at all. Promise you. So now I'm going to cut the salmon for our salmon toast. Cool. All right. And so for our salmon toast, I think we just want it to look like this. AKA our avocado toast. 1, 2, 3.
What in the mystery?
Cut them very, very thin because I just want to sear them on each side. I just want to sear them and keep it moving. All right.
I think.
Now, so we're gonna do two things at once. So that is the salmon for our toast, aka for our avocado toast. That would be the salmon for that, and this is gonna be the salmon for our pasta.
Okay.
Cool.
Cool.
So what I'm gonna do with that, in case you can't see, I'm gonna roast this whole little piece of filet. Right? We're gonna get that in the oven and get it roasting. And then we're gonna add it to our pasta in a wee bit. So you cook.
I do.
So you went from cooking for 3 down to 1.
That part. Woo.
So even cooking for 1, do you cook for more than 1 day? Or do you just consume it right then and there as a wrap?
So herein lies the issue. So I used to do leftovers more than I do now. I used to cook more then than I do now.
Mm-hmm. Well,
I think I just fell completely off once the kid moved out and I became empty nester and bird launcher, as I saw. And I just fell off. So I'll cook enough for a day or two, and then I want to do something else, but I
just don't. Okay, that's fair.
So I want to get back into doing. I don't want to cook for 3 people per se.
Oh, here we go.
Doing this stuff.
Yeah, so we're gonna put some of these Spanish spices on there. Oh boy. Get some of these Spanish spices. So this dish is gonna be a slightly Mediterranean. These are the ones that I got from Barcelona. Yeah, get a little bit of that on there. Then I'm gonna put some little bit of herb, and then we're gonna finish it off with a little bit of dill. Just some more dill for the pickle. And then we're gonna get that into the oven. Can you see that? See that nice and there we go. Get nice and spicy for us. And just a tad bit of dill on that. Get that dill chopped up.
So, if people don't want to cook a large salmon 3 different ways,
Pick one.
yeah, like how do you preserve? Or, like, do you cook the whole thing?
So
Just how do you?
no, you don't have to cook the whole thing. So oddly enough, if you do this, you can then turn this into the salmon. You can take this roasted salmon and put it on the salmon toast.
Okay, yeah.
Does that make sense?
Mm-hmm.
Speaking of which, thank you for reminding me. I got a trick up my sleeve. I sure do. You gonna like this trick.
All right, bullwinkle.
So yeah. So we might end up with salmon 4 ways. How much time we got?
Few.
4 ways.
4
And so now-
ways.
I don't know if you guys can see it, but this beautiful, lovely salmon. Can you guys see?
Yep.
It? Can you see? Can
Well,
you see?
you just moved it.
I didn't move it.
we had
I'm sorry. I'm
we had
shooting
the oven
camera
angle.
too much for you.
Okay, there we go.
That's my KDHD kicking in.
Yeah, we had it at the oven.
I'm sorry. I
It's
apologize.
okay.
I'm sorry for 2004.
Okay.
In the oven we go.
In the oven.
What about the salmon burgers?
What about so the burgers are they're sitting there for a minute. I just give them about another 5 to 10. Okay. All right, and then for these puppies, I'm gonna turn on my handy dandy little griddle, which really is handy dandy. Nice. On goes the fan. On goes the fan for real. All right. Yeah. And so this beautiful, lovely spice that we have. Oh my gosh, smell that.
Oh, that's lovely.
That is lovely, isn't it? It's lovely. Okay.
What was that? I don't know.
Life comes at you quick, doesn't it? Life comes at you quick. So we're gonna get them seasoned up. Online people, talk to me. What we got?
Let's see.
I can't see any. I cannot see anything.
I'm gonna
I can't see that
zoom it
far.
up.
The way my eyes work.
I'm trying to zoom
You
in.
see all the way
I
over?
know,
Well,
I can-
Mike-
I
Mike-
can see media, but I can't see those words. The way these 40-something-year-old eyes work.
Yeah,
almost
Mike said
50-year-old
he's
eyes.
from South Holland, watching from South Holland.
Who that?
Mike on YouTube.
All right. That's way out. I'm gonna tell you a little funny thing when I was growing up. So I knew world geography. I didn't know Chicago geography. I'm from Inglewood, so have a little patience,
Okay.
right? So we traveled quite a bit to other states, so I knew states very well. I knew countries very well, and so I had a friend who had some family members who lived in South Holland. These are black folks. So I'm like, black people live in Holland? I was like, Holland has a south side? That's pretty cool.
That's kind of awesome.
I did not know that, there were Hollanders. And so then I get to Holland, then I get to culinary school, right? And we had to make this sauce called Hollandaise. I was like, I wonder if this is made by the
Black
by
South
the
Holland.
black people in South Holland. I wonder if there's a correlation. I wonder if there's a connection. Yeah, these are true stories. I tell you no lies.
There are black people in Holland.
There are black people in Holland. Yep, and they make cheese. You know what kind of cheese they make? Good cheese. Boom. Yeah, Gouda cheese. Okay, all right. You might have got it. It might have slipped away from you, but we're here for that. All
Mike
right.
said he saw your cooking story about you feeding the kids in church or the homeless.
Is
That's
that
how
my
he
dot?
found
Is that
out
your
about
dot?
It just says your fave Mike. That's all it says.
My fave Mike.
That's what it says.
It's gotta be Mike Scott.
Oh,
If it ain't Mike Scott, I apologize. Is it Michael, my cousin? Can I get a name, Mike?
Let's look. Let's try to click and
Which
see.
Mike might you be? My Mike sounds nice.
Lord.
There we go. Now she got it. I think that drink is kicking in. There we go. 1, 2. Buckle my shoe. I love this pasta, by the way.
Same.
I love pappardelle pasta.
I don't know how to say it.
You just said it.
Because I was, I have a doctorate, but not in pasta.
She got a doctorate in cold rocking it.
I got two. But we
Hold on 1 second. Hold on 1 second. She said, actually, I have 2 doctorates in cold rocking it. No. We celebrate over here. We don't shirk. We do not shirk our responsibilities, ma'am. You got 2 doctorates? I can't help it. I have to say this. I have to get it off my chest. Doctor.
Yep.
You knew it was coming. What you want me to do?
I did.
What am I supposed to do?
Multiple people do.
Doctor, give me
Yes.
the news. There we go. Oh, they're so cute. They're so cute.
So how long do they need to be in there?
Those are going to be in there until they are al dente. Not al bunde, al dente.
Okay.
All right? So that's not going to take long at all. So they're going to be in there for about 10 to 12 minutes, right? So you cook pasta as you cook pasta based on what you're going to do to finish it.
Okay.
Okay.
Great.
All right, so if I'm making a pasta salad, I cook it more because I'm not going to cook it anymore after it comes out of that pot.
See?
Make sense?
Yes.
So if I'm gonna cook it some other kind of method, then I need to cook it less on the front end.
Oh, okay.
There we go. That part.
That part. See, we're learning.
That's the whole point. Hope somebody learned something. All right, and now I'm going to go ahead and sear these puppies off. They're about ready to go. And since you asked, there we go. Less gelatinous now.
A little more in the angle. There we go. That's a little better.
Less gelatinous and a lot less, so they're about where we want them to be. Okay. All right, leave them there. And I'm going to go ahead and sear these off because they don't need to be hot.
So I am reverting back to the language of my homeland, the west side of Chicago.
Word.
Shout out South Austin. How long we putting them on there?
They're not going to be on there too long because all I'm going to do is I'm going to sear these and flip them over and they'll come, they'll be off. As you can see, you want to come over and take a look, you can feel free. So they don't take long at all. Bada bing, bada boom. And now, for my next trick.
Am I in the way?
That's our little test piece. And that's all we wanted. I just wanted y'all to Al Green and stay together. And they're staying.
I'm staying.
And you.
You're gonna love me.
All right, so now I can get to working on some of my other things that I need to get accomplished. All right. Awesome. I don't need that anymore. We can go in there. So now these can come off because they're happy.
Stay happy.
Taking them right on off. They were on there for about 2 to 3 minutes on each side. And now they're off. All right. And then get my pan ready to go. then I'm gonna check on my salmon burgers. I just want to sear those.
That's some coordination.
Stay together, stay together. There we go.
Are there levels of doneness like with other proteins that you can aspire?
Yes, you can aspire to. But for these, we're gonna cook them all the way through. Make sure my pasta is happy. All right, and once my pasta is about al dente, if you don't know what that looks like, I can show you better than I can tell you. That's an old black mama colloquialism, which means you in trouble. All right, all right, all right. So you notice right now, it is still very opaque. Right, it's still very opaque, and it's not, you can feel it, it's not gonna burn me. Still very opaque, and it still has a little give to it. Like it's not flimsy all the way. That tells us it needs to cook more.
Oh,
Al dente literally means to the two. That's what the term means. All right, all right, all right. So now I'm going to get to cutting some of our items up. Okay. You want, which way are we gonna go with our vegetables tonight? Let's figure it out. Do we want to go the way of the salad, or do we want to go the way of something, I don't know, a little bit more robust? We can do a salad? Okay. It's a salad. It's a salad. Excellent. So then I'll make you a nice little bit of bread.
decision.
You gotta get you inspired. You gotta get you inspired.
Decision.
All right, so we're gonna do these for the salad, and then I'll do some other ones for the toast. Toast it up. Believe it or not, we're almost there.
Mm-hmm.
And what I'm going to do now, oh, I gotta mix up the colors a little bit. Mix that with that. And then we're gonna do this for the salad.
That's just inspiring.
And then
Wow.
we're gonna do it another way for our toast. Another way for our toast. And for the toast, I'm gonna cut these into very little thin little discs. Like so. Into various colors.
That's the knife work. You like, I need my hands to do my work.
Oh. What do you mean you need those hands?
My hands are my paintbrushes.
Oh, there we go. We're gonna pop them in the oven for a moment. And, aha. Leave that on for the buns. Aha. Woo! There we go. Try that now.
Alright.
Uh-oh, she kept it for comparison. She's a scientist. She's a scientist and she is not mad.
Yes. This is what I got. Okay.
All right, okay? We got it? Excellent. That is focaccia. Oh, you forgot it. Yeah, you got it, you got it. That's it. You got it. And I just need my avocados. AVOCADO.
The people want to know what's the right avocado.
Depends on what you're about to do with it. And
That's
because
true.
it depends on how long you got till you're about to use it and what you're about to use it for.
True.
And this one's good and right. Feel that. If I can squish and mush it, then it's good for what I need to do.
Yeah.
Okay? Okay. So the pasta is ready to go. I'm just gonna drain it. That's it. See, look, my pasta is ready to go. Ooh. All right, all right, all right. Now, I always save a little bit of the pasta water.
I was gonna say why.
All right, so take a look at my burgers before they go in. You notice that little bit of white right there? It's a little bit of clearness.
Yeah.
When they're done, that's going to be all white.
Oh.
Because that's the protein that I need for them to stay together. That protein is called albumin. It's a protein. There you go. We're going to put them in. Should we do cheese on these? Yes, please. All right, I'm going to get them done first. Aha, prime example. Here we go. Here we go with our roasted salmon. Here we go with our roasted salmon, beautiful people. And I don't know if you guys can see it.
Put it in the camera.
I don't know if you guys can see it.
There we go.
But you can see the albumin coming out right there. You see that little, right? So fish is done when it flakes. Boom. Right? So I could let it, no, it's not flaking all the way through. In the middle, no flaking.
Okay.
Right? So it needs to go back in for a moment. And what I mean by flake, it needs to do like this. See those little striations? In between each one of those layers is a little layer of fat. Yeah. Yeah. It's at 350. I could turn it up a little bit. This is crazy. I very rarely, if ever, use 350. Don't ask me why. I just don't. I just don't mess with 350 like that.
Yeah.
It's like putting 9 books in space. Who does that?
Where do you do that? All right. All right. And so now we're going to go in and we're going to make our sauce for our pasta. And then in this case, it's going to be a very, very special sauce.
Very, very special, son. Very, very special. Very, very special.
You so Chicago.
Very, very, very
Very
special.
special.
Very, very special.
All right. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to chop up some onions. I'm going to use the white part of the onion this time. Because if I had an actual white onion, I would use that, but I don't have a Spanish onion. I only have these. I only got greens today, so we're gonna use these. We're gonna use the white part of the green onion, and I just want to get a little bit of flavor out of that. Go a little bit down to the green. A little bit down to the green. Put a little bit of oil in the pan. That is olive oil. EVOO. I'm just going to give these a little bit of sear or a little bit of sweat on them. Not too much. It's not going to take long at all, I promise. All right. And we want some tomatoes in it. I think that we do. I think that we do. So I'm going to go on with some sun dries.
Okay.
Just to add a little bit of
Texture.
contrast to what's going to happen.
What's contrasting?
So what it's going to contrast is the pesto. So I'm going to use the pesto, which is going to have a little bit of truffle in it, so it's going to be very, very good. Oh, there we go. with that. And then we're gonna go in with some white wine.
Hey.
A little Pinot Grigio. And I'll finish that right up with some cream. Finish that right up with some cream. A little bit of heavy cream. And that is going to cook down a wee bit. And I'm going to go ahead and season that a little bit. And go ahead and get our pesto in. So the sauce is going to kind of transform a little bit. We'll let that cook down. Bada bing, bada boom.
Bada bing, bada
And
boom.
move that over there. I'm still going to put some pepper in it, just because that's how I get down. A little bit of cracked pepper.
Show out here.
All right. So now I'm going to get our focaccia ready for our avocado bread. I know, right? You go in there. Should we do the whole thing?
Say go for it, huh? Ooh.
There we go.
All right.
Save this later just to munch on. Look at that. Look at that big piece of chunk of cheese in there. Oh boy. All right, so I need to get this in so that it can roast.
Roasted.
Yeah. You know what? Why not? Do what you gonna do then.
Do what you gonna do then.
All right. I'm gonna put that directly on the rack and let it do what it's gonna do. All right, there we go. So I'm waiting for my sauce to bubble, which is already doing. Yay. Yay, yay. I'm gonna put this in here and let it roast too.
I know what's doing. We're done with this part.
All right. So what we need for that is some vegetables. Hopefully I have some spinach, unless you get it all up, which I think she did, which is good for us. I'm gonna go in there with a little bit of spinach, because I need some vegetables. Right. And then I'm going to put all of the pasta in.
No.
All of the pasta goes in.
Okay.
I want it all nice and saucy. All of the pasta goes in because I want it to soak up all of that nice sauce.
Looks yummy.
Yeah. All right. And now for our salad.
Salad.
For our salad. The little artisan greens. Let's go with purple today. Amazing. Let's go with some purple. Yeah. And then we're gonna make a vinaigrette over it.
Okay.
Oh. Get that in there. Take that off. Time to crunch. Now for this, I'm absolutely going to add the green of the onions. The green of the onions go in. Boom. The cucumbers go in. Yes, I make sounds with everything. I'm a frustrated musician. I don't know what you want me to tell you. And then we go in with the tomatoes.
Nice.
And then I'll make a vinaigrette in a hot second. But now I gotta get this boy situated. Oh girl. Oh, perfecto! And guess what? Did I lie?
Oh, show the people.
You see all the white? All right. So
I always
now-
wonder what that was.
Now it'll flake. It'll flake for me. See that? Little fish flakes. And guess where that's going? Into the pasta.
Boom. Nice.
That goes right into the pasta. And I can just literally pull it off. I don't know if you can see that. I can literally just pull it off.
How should be envious people.
There you go. And it goes right in.
Wow.
As well as all of those omega-3s, that fish oil, is right there. Get some of that in there. And that is situated properly. Give that a nice toss.
Oh gosh.
There we go. I'm gonna hit that off with some pecorino romano. Mano y mano. And I just had it. Oh, here it is. Some nice Romano cheese. A little bit of pecorino.
Hey.
Ooh-wee. You know what? The salad's gonna get some cheese too. All right, so now I need a spoon for this and a little bowl. And here is how you get the avocado out. Woo. Boom. Now, we need to determine whether we want it to be a spread or we want it a little chunky. I say for the texture's purpose, I think we're gonna go a little chunky on it.
Okay.
All right. Oh yeah. Kids, don't try this at home because this is hot. It's just a little hot. All right. So now I'm going to make the spread for it. After I get these chopped up, like real quick. That was easy. A little bit of salt. Call it one. All right, and I'm going to make me a little bit of sauce for this. No, I'm going to take some mayo. Mayo, some salt. Bless you. Yep, and the dill we talked about. We're going to see all over the place tonight.
That's what I'm saying.
Because I just want people to see different ways to use the same thing, if you will.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah. And I'm gonna hit it off with a little bit, just a tad bit of lemon olive oil.
Did you make the lemon olive oil, chef?
No, I did not make the lemon olive oil myself. I can't make everything tonight. Give me some grace. All right. Then we're gonna spread that love all around. Put that back over there. Spread that love all around. Boom. Make sure it's good and all over the place. And jingle. And I'm gonna transfer this to a plate now, just so we can get it finished. This goes there, right? And the avocado goes there. And then I should have some. I got some microgreens. Those go there. Then my tomatoes go around.
That's crazy. The question, man, the question.
Tomatoes go around. There we go. Wait not, waste not, want not. And then I'm gonna mix my little my microgreens.
Microgreens?
And then goes my little microgreens, which I don't know what I did with.
Did you put them in the refrigerator?
I'll find them in a hot second. I promise you. So that's that. And it's gonna get finished off with a wee bit. Maybe I did put them in the fridge. A wee bit of balsamic. There's that. Bada bing, bada boom. And the vinegar dressing, the vinaigrette for the dressing is we're gonna go with some olive oil. 1, 2, buckle my shoe. We're gonna go lemon. Two. Fig balsamic.
Big balls. Opposed to.
As opposed to grape.
Oh.
Yeah. Fig balsamic as opposed to grape. Give it some salt and pepper. Obviously. This cleaned off. And I promise you I'm gonna find those microgreens. Promises. Told you. And the last thing that goes on top is this. The microgreens on top. Feast fit for a queen.
No.
Or a doctor.
Hey.
Hey.
Hey, I earned that.
Hey, a doctor. Yes, you did. Earn doctorate. Earn doctorate. All right, now it's time for our burgers.
Ooh, burgers.
Bangers. And top. Oh, there we go. Perfecto. The good doctor asked if I was going to put some cheese on it. Yes, we got choices. I feel like we should go with because they're burgers. I feel like we should go with something smoky.
Okay.
So we're going to go with the smoked cheddar. If that's all right with you. If that's all right.
It's all right.
All right.
We're going to go with the smoked cheddar on these. Just because. And what I'm gonna do now is I'm gonna turn this to broil just so they can broil. And start. So the cheese is gonna melt once I start shredding over it. Cheeseburger, cheeseburger. That's okay. It was nice and soft. Which tells me it's smoked, but it's not aged.
The softness of it.
Mhm.
Distinguish it.
Yeah, the soft, the agier a cheese gets, the more solid it gets.
I'm not a big fan of
Really? It's got too much to you?
a little bit.
A little bit too much
A little bit.
All right. And for my little tester. Well, we are about done. Just gonna pop these in. Ken, don't pick that up by hand. As much as you have.
Please
as much
don't.
as you have to-
Please don't.
I would absolutely pick it up by hand.
Don't do that.
I would absolutely pick that up by hand. Now, I took the top off of that, and guess what we have ourselves? I'll tell you what we have. Now we have some crostinis for our salad. Oh, here's what just happened. Bada bing, bada boom. Okay, watch what happens. How many times? Say it was forever. You don't know, if you don't know that Michael McDonald song,
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
I never know what he's saying.
I never know. You're not meant to know Michael McDonald. I don't think any of us are ever meant to know what he was saying. I just don't think we were. There we go. And down we go. Now we go down there.
Push it up some in the angle.
Push it.
There we
push
go.
it to the limit. And there we go. And now we go on with all of our toppings. Do we want cheese on this? Yeah, why not? Cheese it. Okay, can we go with some Gouda? Some aged Gouda?
Let's get it done.
It's from the black people. It's from the black people in Holland.
OMG.
It's from the people in Holland.
We won't tell nobody, Chef. We'll keep it to ourselves.
I just told everybody. Hey, what's going on, Malcolm? What's going on, bro? Oh, Kevin's. What's going on, brother Kevin? Hello, Miss White. Yes. When we coming to your house, that's all I want to know. Yes, and there we go. Our salad is done. Bada 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 boom. Bada dum bum.
Peaches asks, our garden is coming back this summer.
Who said that?
Peaches.
Oh, Cuz is on there too? Hey, Cuz. Yes, our garden is coming back this summer. I can't wait. So now we got 1, 2. Buckle my shoe.
She said August. I guess that's when the harvest will be ready.
All right. And last, but certainly not least, let's make ourselves some burgers. Shall we? Woo-hoo! Let's. 1, 2. Bada bing, bada boom. Make a spoon.
Probably be the most upscale burger I've had.
I don't know. I don't know. You a New Yorker. I'm pretty sure they got some upscale burgers up there.
Man. You in there is hit and miss. Hit and miss.
There we go. We got that. And those burgers are already done. Don't believe me? Just watch. Yeah, he ain't no fool. He might be cray, but he ain't no fool. There we go. Salmon burger. Hitting. Bam. Bam. And you're gonna need some lettuce. You're gonna need some lettuce. Are you a tomato girl? You like tomatoes? Hit or miss. You can go without tomato. Hey, I heard. She done cussed me out. She done hit me with the New York. Get the out of here.
No.
Get the out of here. She done hit me with that. So we can go with that. You can get with this. Flip it up. Switch it up just a little bit. So you said no tomato for you.
Yeah, no.
Well, I want a tomato on mine.
No for me, thanks.
I have to have a tomato. My life won't, it just won't act right. Okay, fine. Tomato for me, no tomato for you. All right. And, boom, I think we are about done, son. Yeah, I think we're done. I think we can call it one. All right, everybody. So we're done, and we have made salmon. So, what's missing? The pasta.
The pasta.
We did
Yeah.
number 4 things.
There we go.
And here is that lovely salmon pasta, the salmon pappardelle that we made. So salmon pappardelle is going to have some pesto in it, some truffle pesto. Truffle pesto, basically cream sauce. The wine in this is going to be a Sauvignon Blanc. There we go. And then we made some salmon burgers from chopped salmon that I chopped myself. And then we made a salad that doesn't have any salmon in it. I told you I had a trick up my sleeve. Some smoked salmon. Where they do that at?
Nicely done.
He just got salmon just laying around. this guy just got salmon laying around.
Right.
I gotta move that out the way just so y'all can see it, because y'all ain't gonna believe he just got smoked salmon laying around. But he does. I mean, I'm just saying.
Yes. Impressive.
And no, I didn't smoke the salmon myself. I got it from Looney Tunes. I ain't like Looney Tunes. Yes, Acme.
Oh, my.
I got it from the Bugs Bunny. It is a real company. I know, right? How can you do that? They sell food, not just anvils.
Oh, Lord.
Not just anvils. So that's done. I'm just going to put a little bit of cracked pepper over that. Cracked pepper and a little bit more lemon. That with a little bit of lemon. Lemon. Okay, I'm done. Done.
Mm-hmm.
Done. And so we have the salmon avocado toast. We have the salmon burgers, the roasted, basically the grilled salmon burgers. We have the smoked salmon salad, and then we have the salmon pappardelle, which is going to have some pesto in it. And that is salmon. And these are all pretty quick. Here we go. So, yay! Another episode done. Thank you for joining us on Kinspiration Kitchen. You can find us on Kinspiration Kitchen on all of the platforms. If you want to join us, all you want to do is type into the URL, getkinspired.com. It'll take you to a link. You fill that link out, and you could be a guest on this here show. And you could be in here eating some of this stuff instead of scratching, sniff, and hoping you could eat it. that goes for you too. And we're about to go partake, enjoy, smash, and then we'll let you know how it tastes. Somebody actually gonna eat this. All right. Thank you. We'll see you next time on Conspiration Kitchen. Peace.
Peace.